Hi, this is Steve from Signature Garden Services, quoting Sarah Roberts at 12 Burrell Avenue, Eumundi, for a garden makeover, uh, and yeah, for a garden makeover decking, front and back. So all items that are described within this video quote are included, and that's the purpose of these videos, to make it very visual for you so you understand exactly what you're going to get. Nothing's lost in translation. So to start with, we're going to look at reconfiguring, as per the diagram that you had, the garden bed or the garden edge. So from this point on the corner here, we're coming across. We're going to pick up this line through here. This edging will come back a little bit, and then from that corner there, we're coming straight perpendicular to the house, straight out to the fence, and then it's about 2.5. It's going to be a fairly deep garden bed here. Apparently less grass is better, for mowing purposes. But from that corner there, we're coming straight over. The reason why it's so deep is because because it's square cut into this corner here. So we'll be coming in there, coming out 2.5 once again, and then when we get to this point, we come across and finish the edge over here. The product that we're going to use is a cast masonry block garden edge. It's a specialized product. We set it on sand and cement with a string line so that it's absolutely straight, and because it's set on sand and cement, it's durable, won't be changing shape in the future, will look good for the long term. It comes in a charcoal color, so very much like what these pots are here. That's the color that it pretty much is. I can send a photo along so that you've got a reference of what it looks like. Yeah, so that's the step one for making this garden makeover happen. From there, we would put in pebble, a nice stylish pebble through this here and here. It's called Ghost Grey or Silver. Landscaping yards call it a multitude of different colors, but it's very bling. It's cool grey with a shine-ish to it. I can send a photo of that as well so you understand the type of pebble, but that combined with the garden edge, it's always a good combination. With that done, we would be putting in mulch from that corner. Because it's tying off there, the pebble can go in here, and then from there we would do mulch all the way through the back, all the way along, and then behind me here we'd use a 1-inch pine bark slash, it's called. It's a highly attractive mulch, lasts an extremely long time. It's a premium mulch and makes gardens pop. From there, the Makeover hedge, so 28 Makeover trees, about a metre, a little bit 1.2, spaced apart all the way through here, and then coming along here. We need to apparently, I think, remove these trees that are here and here so that we can put the Makeover in. I think it's the one in the corner that's staying, so this one would probably go as well, if I understand right. And then we put the Makeover into that, so it just eventually will hide the trunk of the tree, and then a series of ground covers all the way through in that area there to jazz that up, so that when you come out into the backyard, when you're hanging your washing out on the line, it's feeling good. We've got some color happening and low maintenance. So all of the plants, I am a plant specialist, that we put in would fit that bill and be ornamental, not grow too high, nailing those heights, low maintenance, fit for whatever sunshade requirements are in this area. Yeah, we did talk about concrete here, but it's not an area that you're going to walk on, and it's not it's not done. I know it's done around there, but just for aesthetic purposes, I do think that you could do the pebble combination and really jazz up your home and make it look, you know, quite amazing. I do it over and over again. I think that's what is required here. Happy to talk if you see otherwise. Into the pebble area and over into the mulch area, we will be weed matting the whole area. It's a high quality weed mat, not the cheap stuff from Bunnings. It will stop the weeds, and we pin it down with steel anchors so that it's down for the long haul. And so from above, or you know, you're seeing the pebble, you're seeing the mulch, you're seeing the plants, but you're not seeing the weeds. It does a really good job of that. I would suggest putting just some plants in here. Once again, I can see, you know, you've got aloe, you know, things that are hardy. There is a lot of sun in this area. There will be pebble as well, things that are going to stand the test of time. And then for the Makeover and for the ground covers and for these plants, I would recommend an irrigation system. I've heard that there was another guy coming saying it was going to be bigger than Ben-Hur. That's not the case here. It goes onto the tap over here, which is attached to the pump, so you do have good pressure. It's battery operated. You don't need to physically touch it. It's an app on your phone, and you basically program it and then kind of forget about it, and you only need to change it on the change of seasons. You know, 4 times a year you can muck around with it and dial that water into the required amount. Each plant would have its own dripper on a spike which goes into the ground, and it's off the ground. It has a little rosette on top which squirts water and is focused water exactly where the plant needs it. It's not misting everywhere like these misters do. It's focused water. You only need to run it for in some cases 3 minutes, and the watering's done. So it's a very water wise system as well. So yeah, looking good. Gorgeous array of color over there. Moreas all around. Everything tacked sharp with the garden edging, mulch, pebble, some plants here. Moving on to, we will need a little bit. We're going to take turf out of over there and put it into the places where it's needed. We don't need to bring in new turf. Better off using the existing grass, so it looks the same for this backyard. So that's included. The deck. So the deck, I would recommend composite decking. It comes in a cool grey, which will complement the coloration of your home. You can go that teak colour, kind of like what you've got there. That actually does work against the charcoals and the cool colours. It's a nice contrast, so either would work. Done both before, your choice. And yeah, I'll send through a few more particulars about the deck in the written part of the quote. But basically we use the slab as a foundation, and we build up with their composite feet, basically, for want of a better word, mounting brackets. So the timber is actually off the ground, and so we've got to build a frame, and then it gets veneered with the decking composite material. So you won't have so much of a step coming out from the doorways. It'll be more raised, and you would be stepping off onto the grass level. If water does go underneath, that's fine. It doesn't take too long, and it drains back. I've come to learn, and it won't affect the integrity of the deck at all. The termite barriers, plugs that are around the back here, we will run an edging board. So there would be a framing board all the way around. It's mitered, so 45-degree angle. The timbers meet on those corners, and then in between we can do the slats this way, or we can do the slats that way. I'll get back to you on that. Depending on the length of the board that I can get, would dictate which way we go, because sometimes there's wastage with boards, so it's better to run one way than another. because it's a premium product, so we want to make it as stretch it as far as we can. So yeah, that's essentially how we do the deck. Happy to answer any questions about anything that we've talked about so far. Moving out the front finally. So this garden bed here is to go. So we will be employing the services of an excavator operator to dig out the island, dig out the golden cane and its roots. All of the bush rock needs to go as well. Once we've done that, and the soil, once we've done that, grass in this area here. So we'd probably get new grass for this area here, and if I'm looking around, I would say that wintergreen couch will be a good match for this type of grass that is here. So we'll try and tread as carefully as we can with the excavator and grasp what we need to in there. Then over here, finally, we've got another mini makeover here. So taking away this tree, taking away the yucca, and going for something more colourful, more inspired, something that's going to lift the front of the property. And there's a hose right there. So for here, with the bulk of all of the watering automated out the back, this is only a small area, and it is a little bit harder to get irrigation here. We could actually run it from all the way from around the back of the house and automate this area here. I will quote it that it's just to be hand watered until they're established. We're talking just a few weeks of semi-regular watering just to get them in the ground and happy. We'll go with things that are hardy in this area. It's only a small area, so it might not be justified doing the irrigation for here. And into this side area here, we will do the weed mat once again, and I'd say mulch. I think that'll be a softer look and blend into going up the side. So yep, Steve from Signature Garden Services. If you haven't done already, check out our Google reviews. We always try to do great work. This job would be no exception. We'll do great work here and get this all looking amazing for you. Cheers.